Snooki was never able to pass Swag Juice up, but then
They got
Player,
close.
coming out of nowhere, jumped all the way into first place. I think went from outside the standings into first place
I don't remember
while we were
seeing
just
them.
talking about Facebook.
Yeah, there it is. Player on the crunchy side. Harmony taking home $180. Nicely done.
Yeah, good job, Player, and we are going to get the rest of that top 10 to you guys in just a moment as we get enrolled into a little bit of Wipeout Blackout action.
Yeah.
If you guys are new to Wild Wednesday, Wipeout Blackout is very, very similar to Skull Bingo. You got 3 different jackpots. You got a line prize, you got a large frame, and you also got a coverall jackpot that all have different progressives that are getting really, really big. We haven't given out one of them in a while, and so make sure you guys are getting enrolled. Just 5 minutes to do so.
Oh, yeah. So is this the one where that large frame is at 44 balls and the jackpot's at 54?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it is. It actually is easier to win than the Skull Bingo. Yeah, the Skull Bingo is 50 balls to win the coverall, and so this one 54 balls gives you a really nice shot. And so definitely get enrolled, press play. But we have a lot of great live bingo that we play every single day.
Oh yeah, we got days full of it. Starting off, we start every day off with a cup of Joe at 11:30, just so you guys get a lot of like little tidbits, what you need throughout the day, just so you know where the money's at. But jumping right into our bingo, starting off every single day from 12 to 1, you get Vikings Bingo, 25-cent cards, and that jackpot hasn't gone out yet, so it's still growing up over. It didn't go out today, did it?
No, the Vikings Bingo was not able to go out. Me and Will were trying. There was a couple people that were like 1 ball away as it clicked over. It was just really, really close sometimes, but not quite able to give it out. And so it's over $6 grand now.
Yeah, so definitely come out to play tomorrow, so you guys will get a chance at taking over a $6,000 jackpot.
Oh yeah, we also have that Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition, and we don't really even need to talk about the jackpots in that one for you to be like, hey, jackpots are going to go out, and you need to be there because it runs from 1 to 4, and that minor has very similar pay structure to that $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter, but it's every $50. So $50 clicks up 4 balls to 56 balls. At $100, you get it up to 60 balls or less, and then at that $150, you click it up to 64 balls or less, and it's just give me the jackpot at that point. And so definitely come out from 1 to 4.
So are we giving pretty much like double what we give out in the $1 edition?
Of like how many jackpots?
Like we give out like 6 to 8.
I don't know. I haven't watched a full
because I know they're smaller amounts of money, so they're not technically considered jackpots, but they're still like.
Oh yeah, but I don't know how it matters on how, because they're 25-cent cards as well. So the amount of cards that the amount of money that you can put in is less than the amount of money that you can put in the Jackpot Hunter $1 edition.
So it's hard to compare them that way.
But it's cheaper for the same amount of cards. But I just don't know if you can put in as much money towards it, and so it doesn't grow as quickly. But I'm not sure. I would have to watch that complete Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition from 1 all the way to 4 to really get a true answer on that one.
I was gonna say I might watch a couple so we can find out what like the average is we see.
Yeah, see what happens actually in it, because I would like to see that, because the 25 cents a card, if you're really going after it, should grow pretty quickly to that $50 minor, and it could go out pretty recently.
All right, well, you got just over 2 minutes to get enrolled in this game, and we have over 23 grand on the line in prizes in this one. Seems like we got about 60 players enrolled right now, but we have the top 10 winners from our first game of top 10.
Oh yeah, we love top 10, and in 10th place we got Johnny 5 over at the Sloppy Joe's taking home $9.
Extra sloppy.
Yeah. In 9th place, we got Drumski over at the Underground Bar and Grill winning $9 as well. 8th place, we have Stingray over at the Boonies Bar and Grill winning $18. Also winning $18 is ALR over at Dar's Pub, a big-time location that just got a PilotTV. RJM over at the Roadside Bar and Grill in Borup was able to take home $18 as well. CK Van over at Elks Lodge in Worthington was able to take home $30. $48 went over to Lone at Somewhere Else. That's a funny location name.
At somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah. Like, hey, where are you drinking at? Somewhere else.
Hey, where are we meeting up today?
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
Yeah, that's really, really funny. Probably some confusing conversations talking about that bar. But we also got Snooki in third place over at Corner Bar and Grill in Winstead, taking home $60. $120 went into Swag Juice's pocket over at the Friendly Buffalo. And then Player on the crunchy side took home $180.
I like that a lot, the crunchy side.
On the crunchy side.
Are you a smooth or crunchy kind of guy?
Ooh, it matters on what I'm talking about. I don't know.
All right, classic PB&J.
Classic PB&J.
Crunchy.
I'm going crunchy. If I'm going peanut butter honey, I'm going
Smooth.
crunchy.
Oh.
Staying with crunchy.
Okay.
Staying with crunchy. If I'm talking about on my pancakes, smooth.
Smooth.
If I'm talking about on my waffles, I'm talking smooth.
Really?
Oh yeah, smooth. I mean, I put syrup on it. You
That's
think I'm gonna mix syrup with hard nuts?
You put syrup on your eggs.
Yeah, and it tastes delicious.
What's the
We got
difference between
John
a
over
nut?
at we got John and Boots splitting that $18 line prize. John over at Split Rock Entertainment Center and Boots over at the Surfside Bar and Grill.
Hopefully Swiper doesn't take that prize.
That's a knee slapper right there.
Yes.
$7,000 on that large frame. We're going after $14,000 on the coverall prize. And so some really nice winnings that we could have. We got KGH over at Eagles Rochester, 3 balls away. But we were talking about live bingo.
That's right.
And let's talk about the happy hours action that we get into.
Oh, it's the happiest hour of the day. And starting right at 4 p.m., we jump right into some Lucky 4 bingo, a little 4 for 4 action for you, where you guys will get a chance at taking home $53,723. And that's just what it was at starting today off.
Oh, yeah. Then after that, you get some Jackpot Hunter $1 edition that runs from 4 all the way till 6. 23 games of that Jackpot Hunter. And we talked about that new pay structure, so miners go out all the time.
yeah.
So make sure you guys are coming out for that as well. After that, another chance at Skull Bingo. I mean, not Skull Bingo, Lucky 4 Bingo at 6 p.m. A bunch of money on the line.
Oh, yeah. Copious amounts of cash, if you will.
Oh, yeah. But then right at 6 o'clock, what you guys were playing before we hopped into our Wild Wednesday, Skull Bingo. Lots of great prizes in that, and it's very similar to this game. But we got a winner on these ones.
We got KGH and True splitting up that $29 prize. And we also got KGH taking home that $36 must-go over at Eagles Rochester.
2 balls away.
Yeah.
So close.
But don't worry. Don't
Yeah.
we get another chance at this?
Yeah, we get 6 chances at this.
Oh.
So
KGH, get back in the
one
world.
down, 5 more to go.
Come on.
I'm ready to do this. Okay, so get enrolled, press play. We got some more jackpots to give out, as none of the jackpots went out in this first game, and so we're going to try and give it out in the second one.
Yeah, but right after that second round of Lucky 4 Bingo, you are playing what you were playing right before we came on air with you guys, and that's Skull Bingo. An hour before we come on air, you're going to have an hour after. But normally on our non-PGL nights, you'll get a full 4 hours from 6 to 10 of you guys playing Skull Bingo each night.
Love Skull Bingo. Some of my favorite bingo is Skull Bingo. I would love to just be able to sometimes just broadcast some of that Skull Bingo.
Yeah.
Because it's really, really fun. I mean, there's like $30,000 on the line like half the time. And like I'm like, I want to go after this. Like $14,000 on the like large frame. It's like $30,000 on the coverall. I'm like, hey, I want to broadcast this action. So maybe I'll be able to talk them into it a couple times.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Bring some Skull Bingo into our broadcast. I think that would be a lot of fun. We got 2 minutes to get enrolled into this next one, especially with game day gone. I don't get to do that live Skull Bingo.
I was going to say, that was your only chance at really being on air with it.
I know, and I loved every second of it. We got some
cherish
good.
the memories forever.
Exactly. We were talking about national days, and it's also World Quark Day. On January 19th, World Quark Day officially celebrates quark and its many benefits. Quark is a European superfood staking its claim on supermarket shelves worldwide. Quark is a delicious, high-protein, low-fat alternative to soft cheese and yogurt that can be used for baking, cooking, or blending.
So basically what I've come to realize is with this quark cheese, it's like brown butter, where you cook your butter and then use it.
Yes.
So that's basically what they do with this, is they process it so far that it gets all of the other stuff out.
And so it's like,
But they use words like they curdle it to a desired texture. So it's hard to like have the process of it sound appealing. But it's like brown butter, where you're just like cooking it to get rid of like the fats that are in
I don't know why,
make it
like,
healthier.
it isn't like cottage cheese, like curdled cheese,
milk, yeah.
curdled milk. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand what's wrong with curdled. Like,
Just the word curdled means that it's gone bad.
no, but it doesn't, because curdled.
But that's what it's associated with.
Ah, okay. Well,
That's
yeah.
what people hear. When they hear that milk is curdled,
Oh,
like
yeah.
if a real jug of milk curdled,
Oh, that's gross.
exactly.
That's gross.
So that's the correlation that people have with the word curdled.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
when I think of cheese, I just think of like, I think cheese can be curdled.
Yeah, it can.
Like that seems like the one thing that I'm like, okay, that seems natural to be curdled. Like when you say milk or any other like liquid, I'm
Yeah.
like, no. But if you're talking about cheese, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
All right, we got a winner though.
It's
Itchapek.
yeah, over at Lansing Corners, taking home that $19 line prize. Yeah, you went right for that, and I was kind of scared for like to say it, like, because I was like, I'll just say it, and then I'll be like, oh, I said something bad, because like whenever.
Oh, you were worried it was inappropriate.
Oh, I always am worried that it's
I know,
inappropriate. I'm
yeah.
always worried that it's inappropriate. I've said too many things. Good old Dixie always got me, and so I can't help it. I
yeah,
gotta be
she's a sly devil, that
she
one.
is a sly devil. She got me twice. I can't
Really?
twice. We got $7,000 on this large frame. We got a $15,000 on the coverall prize, and we got some more national days to go over.
All right, well, this one is definitely a widely accepted food, and it is National Popcorn Day. So on this day, National Popcorn Day, popped onto the scene with a crunch we all love to enjoy. The annual celebration recognizes a treat that satisfies munchies day or night. This time-honored snack can be sweet, savory, caramelized, buttered, or plain, molded into a candied ball, or tossed with nuts and chocolate. However you enjoy it on National Popcorn Day.
Yeah, and I think I talked about on Chocolate Covered Day that chocolate covered popcorn was my favorite. It was by far my favorite. We do have a coverall winner. It's Bucky over at a Handle Bar, taking home that $31 large frame prize.
Nicely done.
Too bad Marvel nerfed you.
Well, we got Nelly over at Brian's Bar and Grill in Stillwater, taking home $39.
Yeah, good job, Nelly, as we are now getting rolled into game number 3 of Wipeout Blackout. This will be the halfway point of these Wipeout Blackout games. So continue getting enrolled, press and play, as we're not able to give out one of these jackpots.
So what's your favorite kind of way to eat popcorn?
Favorite kind of way to eat popcorn? I'm trying to think, because there's so many different ways to eat popcorn.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to say, what experience do I want to be doing while eating popcorn? Like, because there's so many things that you eat popcorn with, like going to the fair, getting one of those giant bags of like popcorn
and
at that.
each one's different kind of popcorn in
Yeah.
each of those events.
Exactly. You got those. You got movie theater popcorn.
Yeah. Okay. We also have Nikki on the headset with us, so definitely, what's your favorite kind of popcorn? Let us know.
Yeah, and then you got the just like chocolate covered like party popcorn, and I see, and I want to say like that's my favorite kind of popcorn, but where am I gonna eat popcorn? Is my favorite time to eat popcorn is probably movies. But I always end up eating too much popcorn, and my stomach feels sick, and so like I don't know if that's my favorite time to eat popcorn.
That's probably one of the only times I really eat popcorn, other than like when I had a specific friend's mom that made chocolate covered popcorn for me.
Oh yeah, so good one.
Yeah.
Stop talking about the chocolate covered popcorn. I'm gonna get all hungry and stuff.
What about the Boom Chicka kettle pop?
Yeah, that's good, but like I don't really have it like a memory that like holds to that.
No, but that's a pretty frequent buy.
Yeah, it is. I like to snack on it. But like honestly, my favorite popcorn, all-time favorite popcorn, is gotta be. Now that I'm thinking all about it, it's gotta be the white cheddar popcorn
With the black bag.
with the black bag.
And
that,
the little yellow kernel of
oh
corn.
my goodness, did that rule my childhood like no other snack?
Well, I feel like that was like the only bag of chips that schools carried consistently.
Oh yeah,
It was like that popcorn. It was like the folded pretzels, and it was like I don't even remember. Oh, that sounds good. Nikki loves it with a little bit of olive oil, salt, and Parmesan cheese. I've never put Parmesan on it before. I've had like the powder, like the popcorn powder, but just like regular Parmesan cheese, some sea salt, and olive oil.
that sounds great. Yeah, that seems
That
like
sounds great.
yeah. We just got a little at-home popcorn maker.
Oh my goodness,
and
yeah.
So we're gonna have to try that recipe real quick.
It's really cool. This little fandangle thing that my parents got me for Christmas. It's like a pop-up thing, and you just put the clean kernels in, and it microwaves it, and
Yeah,
it's
it's really interesting. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll have to throw some olive oil, salt, and Parmesan
I'm
cheese.
definitely trying that.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely doing the Parmesan cheese. I love Parmesan cheese on
Yeah.
everything, and so on popcorn it sounds even better. We do have 10 seconds to get enrolled in this next game, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled and press play on this National Popcorn Day.
Yeah.
Oh, she says she has it.
Oh, okay. So is the Parmesan cheese that you use one of the popcorn flavored powders?
I think she's just talking about regular Parmesan cheese.
Regular Parmesan cheese. What red top? Pop-up container. Oh, the red pop-up container? No, mine's like a light blue color.
But I think you guys are
It's
talking about
probably the same
thing. But,
I was so confused on what she was responding to. That makes so much more sense.
I was like, it's a great container. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nelly over at Brian's Bar and Grill, winning that line prize of $15. Now we're on the $7,000 large frame prize.
Yeah, congratulations, Nelly. My mom's a huge fan of you.
Oh yeah, good old Nelly. Good to have celebrities.
I haven't heard anything about Nelly in like years.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm looking up a
Oh,
little
you're looking
bit
up
of
some Twins news.
yeah, seeing if there's any little bit of Twins news since this morning when I looked it up. But it looks like just same old. Twins are just in the regular offseason of things. They did pick up those 3 nice prospects to add to their farm system that we had in Tuesday's script, which was really, really cool stuff. But if you guys want to send some luck to the Minnesota Twins, play Twins Win wherever you play Pilot games. It's a great e-tab game, and while you're there, try out Roaring 20s tomorrow, because I'm just going to keep on plugging Roaring 20s all night long.
All right. Well, we got Abe 9969 over at Mama G's taking home that large M, and we had Nelly swiping in for that Musco. $31 going to you.
I want to go back to 2020 and the Roaring 20s.
We'll just keep time traveling just like every 20 minutes.
Yeah, every little bit. Keep it fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the beauty of the game is you can always keep it fresh
Switch
because
it
it
up.
feels like you're playing a completely different game when you go in time travel.
I mean, yeah.
Did we talk about Nelly getting the coverall?
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Oh, yeah. Nelly took home that coverall. Abe took home $25 on that large frame. And so we are looking to move on.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for us to switch
I know.
screens. We may need
Staying a little still.
to move over back to the other screen, and yes, we're gonna do it. We're moving to this beautiful blue screen. We're actually up in front of the blue screens.
This is new.
I don't know what this is, but it's interesting. We're back and better than ever. We got 2 minutes to get enrolled in that next one. That was weird being in front of the blue screen.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is cool, neat.
Scotty's beaming us to new places.
Exactly. He always likes messing with us. Just like we always like the twiking zone because it's always a little messy. It's always getting messed around with and players moving all over the place.
Oh, yeah, especially with this beginning of Season 11. These players have been coming out with a vengeance and been absolutely crazy. Starting off in 10th place, getting pushed back from 9th, it was Fat Cutta at Route 65 Pub and Grub, sitting with 19,000 points. Now in 9th place, getting pushed back from 7th, it was S&S at American Legion Fridley, now with 20,000 points. Another player getting pushed back from 7th, now in 8th, it is Doggo 11 at Polar Lounge with 21,000. 7th place, yet another player getting pushed back. Yo-Yo over at Duff's Tavern on Main sits with 24,000. With 27,000, we had a high riser jumping from 9th all the way to 6th. Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. Now in 5th place, we have Simbab at Corky's Bar South Haven sitting with 31,000. In 4th place, moving up was Rodway at Broadway Pizza Blaine with 32,000. Now with 33,000, another player jumping up from 4th into 3rd. It was Brizo at the Atomic Star Tavern, now with 33,000 points. Our entire top 5 is all 1,000 points separating each other than the number 1 player.
Yeah, it's super close.
Super neck and neck.
Super tight knit. I knew Scrub Eye was getting wins today as well, and so we'll see
They've just been killing
if
it.
they keep on killing it the way they have been. Definitely have been helping out.
Yeah, I'm not done with the standings yet.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about the 1,000 difference and then the last player. Okay.
Nope. But in 3rd place, it was Brizo. 2nd place, it's Steve at our place on 3rd with 34,000. And our number 1 player, if you couldn't guess it already, it's Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine sitting with 45,000. But as we know, they've been getting those wins today, so it's going to be more than that.
Yeah, definitely some really, really good stuff. Yeah, I totally thought after you'd said, like, oh, there was the big point gap between the number 1 player, and I was like, oh, they've already talked about the number 1 player.
I had just gone to like the 3rd player that had only been 1,000 points separating.
Oh, and so
I just wanted to make the little blurb, but I can see how it was misconstrued.
Yeah, especially if I'm not listening too intently. Hitting the location side of these standings, we do have some great locations. 10th place, Sunshine Depot in Elk River with 22,000 points. With 27,000 points in 9th place, we got Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale. Then we got a Lime Prize getting one.
Oh, yeah, it's Munchie over at Municipal Liquor Store in Twin Valley, taking home $19 on that prize.
Oh, yeah, in 7th place, we got a 2-way tie, which is very rare in the Twiking zone. It's VFW Blaine tied up with Corner Bar and Goodhue, both with 31,000 points. 6th place, we got Broadway Pizza in Blaine with 34,000 points. The main player there over at Broadway Pizza in Blaine is Rodway.
Yeah, out there playing right now. There he is, 4 balls away.
Yeah, shout out Rodway. In 5th place, we got our place in 3rd in Faribault with 40,000 points. With 43,000 points in 4th place, we got Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. 3rd place, Corky's Bar South Haven with 50,000 points. With 53,000 points in 2nd place, we got American Legion Fridley. And then the number 1 location in the 100,000 point club.
Already.
VFW Spring Lake Park with 109,000 points.
Absolutely killing it. They have been such a big location. I mean, they've always been a big location, but like this is such a big jump for the beginning of the season.
Yeah, huge, absolutely massive. We do have a large frame winner.
Oh yeah, it's Mail Lady, also at Municipal Liquor Store in Twin Valley, taking up $31, but we've moved past that jackpot, so we're trying to give out this $39 must go now.
Yeah, we still got 2 more games of Wipeout Blackout after this, so make sure you guys are still getting enrolled, press and play, because these jackpots are even bigger than they were when we started off. So bigger prizes, lots of fun, but we got a winner on the coverall.
Oh yeah, that's CLCL23 over at Moose on Monroe, taking home $39. Nicely done in this game, number 4.
Well, you know how I said that I was going to continue to plug a certain ETAB game the whole night long? Well, I'm going to do it again because it's time for our ETAB spotlight of this broadcast, and that's the Roaring 20s, because Roaring 20s is coming out tomorrow, hitting your iPads, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys are paying attention all day long so you can try out the brand new game, which should be giving out massive prizes and should be just a blast to play.
Oh yeah, it's a ton of fun, and there's different music, different graphics for each of the different eras that your guys are going to be traveling to, and so it's going to be a ton of fun. You're definitely going to want to check it out.
The good old Roaring 20s. But we also have 50 different Charitable ETAB games, and so you try out Roaring 20s. You go, Roaring 20s ain't my thing.
I don't know how it couldn't be.
There's pretty much a thing for everybody in these Charitable ETAB games, and so play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. There's awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games as well.
Oh yeah, we got dinosaurs, we got founding fathers, we got penguins, we got Alice in Wonderland, we got
Scrooge,
we got the female Indiana Jones, we got something for everyone, I promise you.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
There's such different themes.
Oh, it's I'm actually impressed sometimes with how much variety we have.
I don't know how we come up with it.
Yeah, like
we have a ninja.
Yeah, what is even that one called? I forgot. That one came out.
Tokyo Fortunes.
Tokyo Fortunes. Wow, good one.
Oh, yeah.
Pound it.
Thank you.
Boom. Good stuff.
I couldn't see it. The closed captioner was right over your fist, and so I had no idea you had tried to fist bump me.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I used to tell people that the ninja in that game was based off your dad.
Oh, yeah, he is quite light on his feet.
Yeah.
If you ever seen the man moonwalk, you'd know that.
Oh, got some moves.
Yeah, best dancer of, I don't know, whenever he graduated high school. He did win best dancer though, so I always say that for him because he did. I mean, he was a big boy even back in high school.
I've never seen him bust a move.
You have never seen him bust a move?
No.
I mean, never seen him do like the electric boogaloo?
No, I've seen him do karaoke. I've seen him race some RC cars. I've seen him do some things. I've just never
really
seen
missed out.
the groove of the move.
Because he'll do like I'm like when I talk about like I'll do like this whole thing, and a lot of people will do that whole thing. But then he'll like go in and catch it with his whole body, and then he'll like
bring it around.
Oh yeah, he brings it all around town. It's impressive what he does with the electric boogaloo. I didn't know someone could have so much groove using the electric boogaloo.
Is that what it's called?
That's what I'm calling it.
I was gonna say I didn't think. I didn't.
Is that not what it's? I've always referred to it as the electric boogaloo.
I got a trick. This is a real thing?
Yeah.
I have never heard of the Electric Boogaloo. There's a movie called The Electric Boogaloo. There's a song called The Electric Boogaloo.
Exactly. It's a real thing. I'm not making stuff up. We got a line prize going over to JMB and Happy Odds, splitting it of $20. Happy Odds at Pappy's Cafe too, and JMB at Rustic Saloon.
Nikki's checking in. She actually knows the movie. It's in Electric Boogaloo is a breakdancing movie.
Exactly. It's all about breaking a move.
I see.
Yeah.
Only awesome.
Only real dancers would know about the electric boogaloo. So I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that I knew it and you didn't.
Do you feel pretty proud of yourself right now?
If you didn't know, she actually did dance.
I did like 15 years of dance.
Yeah. So I am pretty proud actually that I knew a dance.
You knew something that I didn't.
I knew something about dance that Jordy didn't.
I'll give it to you. I had no idea what the electric boogaloo is. I think I've heard you say it, or at least reference it before.
If not me, you've heard Big John say it.
I was gonna say I've known your family for like 3 years now. Like I'm almost positive I've heard someone say it.
Yeah, it's a very common phrase in my household.
Do I know the context? Well, I guess now I do. But like I had no idea it was actually a thing.
Yeah. So there you go, little reference to you. But we are playing RPGL night. These are not RPGL games, but when we're playing top 10, when we're playing those high-low games, when we're playing open season, you guys are earning PGL points. And if you want to be a player earning those PGL points, you got to sign up at pgl.world to become a member of our league. Those players compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has so much great information in it. But we got a winner.
We got a ton of winners. We got Boots and IST losers splitting that large M, and we got Munchie taking home $40 on that must go.
Yes, that is a very interesting looking M.
What? Munchies?
No. You said the large frame was a large M, and so then I was like, very interesting M.
I'm just used to that.
I know. I just yanking your chain. We do like to highlight those players that do get signed. We do like to highlight the players that get signed up at pgl.world, and so here's some of those names that got signed up.
All right, we got Papa Bears, Elf, Fro, PT Trucks. No, Pete Trucks 1, Slacker, Moist, Chris, Jason 11 1. I have no idea what that actually is supposed to be. If you guys want to let us know what KRSJSN 111 is actually supposed to be pronounced as, please let me know. But we also had Lisa S, Big Pimpin, Mule 23, Blow It All, as well as Bergie 22 or 52. I used to say Bergie, but now John's got me saying Bergie.
Oh yeah. Bergie, that's what I was saying as well.
Yeah.
But not Bergie is what John was saying. Good old Bergie, 52. Definitely could be some interesting stuff. I like Lisa S because I want it to be Lisa S.
Lisa S.
Yes, but I don't like how the captioner is taking it, and so I'm going to I'm going to move on from this one, and we're going to keep on talking so that the captioner keeps on going. We got 1 minute and 30.
Probably just at restaurants being like, what are they talking about?
Yeah. No, if you don't have the volume on, you're like, what did he just say? We got 1 minute and 25 seconds to get enrolled in this next
He's
one.
laughing at us too.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just keep.
It happens. It happens to the best of us. The broadcaster has a mind of its own. We got 1 minute to get enrolled into this next game as we're about to talk about these PGL players.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to take them?
Yeah, in 10th place, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 176,000 points. Big Dog, newcomer to the standings, going from outside to 10th place. 9th place, they did the same exact thing. They moved from outside into 9th place. It's Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 185,000 points. With 187,000 points, we got another newcomer to the standings in 8th place. We know this name, Nixon.
He may be a newcomer this season, but he's definitely not new to the standings.
Yes, Nixon at VFW Roseville, longtime player, one of John's favorite players. In 7th place, we got Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 200,000 points.
Yeah, jumping up from 10th place.
Yeah, a really good movement for Sarah Honey as of yesterday. But the biggest riser may have been moving from unranked to 6th place. Razem Brazo over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 203,000 points. Really making it close between him and Kick Your Arizona, who's in 5th place over at the Beach Club Bar and Grill.
Yeah, they got pushed back quite a bit.
Yeah, with 205,000 points. 4th place can bump back a bit. It's moving up from 5th place. It's Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 224,000 points.
But we got Mail Lady over at Municipal Liquor Store in Twin Valley taking home yet another win, taking $25 this time.
Yeah, we'll see if we can give out this $7 prize in this final game of Wipeout Blackout, or maybe the $15 prize as well. I would like to give out both of them.
I think it's funny that you're saying the $7 and $15 prize.
No, I said 7,000.
I don't think so.
I said $7,000 prize and $15,000 prize.
Where'd our closed captioner go?
It's not here in Wipeout Blackout, and I have no idea how to put it on the thing. So we'll just live like this. Definitely like the good Wipeout Blackout studio. But you know, I do miss the good old black box in front of us.
I know. I miss the bottom inch of myself.
Yeah, but I mean,
feels little.
I mean, it's still there because you can still see us under there. Like sometimes, I like when I first saw this, I kind of went like, "Oh, does it just like disappear from existence?" I looked down.
There's just like a
I was
bottom
like, "Okay,
little
no, it's still there."
You can still see us.
Yeah, we do have 52 balls dropped in this one, so we moved on from the large frame prize, and we'd have to give out the double win right here to give out that prize. Not quite. So we moved on to a $51 coverall prize as well. And there's that large frame.
Oh, yeah. Hazy Valley over at Hop and Barrel Brewing Company taking home $41.
Yeah, well, I got to keep on talking. In 3rd place, we got RCD over at Pebble Creek Golf Course taking home 227,000 points in these PGL standings. And before I go over the top 2 players, we got a winner.
Yep, we got John at Split Rocks and Player at RJ's Junction, both splitting up that $51 prize on this last game of Wipeout Blackout.
Yeah, now we're about to get into a little bit of
open season, top dog.
Yes, open season. Yes, we're about to get into a little bit of open season action. This is our longer PGL
See, look
game.
at me knowing the schedule.
I know, you're doing a good job with that. That's awesome.
The first thing I guessed.
yeah, good stuff. Love open season. You get to go check out all the shooters where they're hunting at.
Oh yeah,
definitely some of my favorite stuff.
It was super fun when we got the chance to play it. If you guys missed out, we did a little bit of a gameplay broadcast about a month or 2 ago where we all came on. It was like us, Big John, and Hot Take Higgins, and we got to play some of these games for you guys, and you got to see our screens with us while we were playing.
Oh yeah, definitely a lot of fun there.
I'm hoping we can do more of those.
Yeah, I think so as well. Definitely a lot of fun. We got 7 minutes to get enrolled in this next game of Jackpot.
Open season.
Why am I blanking on it? I want to say Jackpot Hunter, but it's open season.
Yeah, sure.
It's really good stuff. I don't appreciate that. Second place, we got Wet Santa over at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 239,000 points, a top-tier player. And in first place, it's Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post with 303,000 points.
I think I might be rooting for Wet Santa.
Really?
I don't want to say it's just they're the only player I'm rooting for, but
Yeah, we see what happened to SpongeBob when you started.
sorry, SpongeBob. Fishy 24. Wow. Everyone I root for. Okay, I take it back. I won't root for Wet Santa. I want him to win. Oh, that's completely contradictory.
Yeah, I think you just put it out there, and now knows. The broadcaster knows. And,
Sorry, Wet Santa.
And so yeah, it's all out of your hands now. Poor Wet Santa. Hopefully he can keep on getting wins. I believe in you, Wet Santa.
I think he can.
But let's talk about those location standings.
All right, well, starting it off in 10th place, we had Stewartville Legion Post in Stewartville with 488,000 points. 9th place, getting pushed back, it's Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 540,000 points. 8th place, getting another location, getting pushed back, it's Sheps on 6th in Brainerd with 545,000 points. 7th place, it's VFW Northfield with 567,000 points. With 615,000 points, we got LJ's in Miltona in 6th. And a big riser, jumping from 9th all the way up to 5th place, it's Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 673,000 PGL points. Now in 4th place, getting pushed back a bit, it's American Legion Cleveland with 693,000. 3rd place, holding on, it's Beck's Pub and Becker with 752,000. Let's try that again. And another high riser from 6th place all the way up to 2nd. It's Neeson's Gaylord in Gaylord with 777,000 points. But our number 1 location has been holding strong as VFW Austin sticks around into that number 1 spot with 834,000 points.
Yeah, good job, VFW Austin, closing in on that 1 million point club.
Yeah.
Definitely a location that I'm watching out for. Just be at the top for all season long. VFW Austin always compete for the first place spot. And so we'll see if Neeson's Gaylord can continue their rise. I mean, moving from 6th all the way to 2nd place, definitely the location that pops out the most. But we'll be watching out all of these locations as no new locations came in.
I know, which was surprising.
With all the shakeups that happened, I mean, it felt like every location was in a different spot. With Blasco's Embassy Bar moving from 9th all the way to 5th place, a lot of shakeups happened. And so we'll see if some of these can continue on their dominance.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to have to wait and see how this happens because, I mean, even as these seasons progress, in the last month of our season, that's when things are really going to start shaking up and we're really going to get a clear picture of what's to come. And so you really can't expect anything or make really early on predictions.
Oh, yeah, I like making the early on predictions.
Yeah, obviously they're fun, but you just really don't know what to expect.
Oh, yeah, you have no idea. I've picked people who didn't end up anywhere close to in the top 10 in the beginning of the season. And I was like, oh, well, you know. You never know.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, you got 3 minutes and 30 seconds to get enrolled in this game of open season. So make sure you guys continue to get enrolled. Press play. It's one of those great PGL games that you can earn PGL points for your standings. But let's talk about our Wild as they've been helping out their standings. But not in the last game that they played. A disputed goal, a questionable hit, and a thrilling finish. The Wild versus Avalanche rivalry still going strong after 19 years. Colorado goaltender Pavel Frankos stopped 25 shots in relief of injured Darcy Kemper and 3 more in the shootout. And the Avalanche beat Minnesota 4-3 on Monday for its 14th straight home win. Obviously, a very talented team. They're an over 20 win team and haven't lost a lot of games. And so, I mean, it's not a surprise that we lost it, but it was just disappointing that we lost it in the fashion that we did. Goalkeeper Kapel Koganen had a great game with 35 saves. We need our defense to be holding back those shots on goal a little bit. He made several stops that kept his team really, really close. And Kirill Kaprizov scored 2 goals. Kevin Fiala added another one for Minnesota. It was good to see Kirill kind of take over and get those 2 goals when our team couldn't really get anything going. So definitely some really good stuff.
Yeah, I wonder, I mean, they probably don't. Never mind. I was just looking at the fact that they have people like Capo Kakinen and as well as Kirill Kaprizov, and just like those names alone in the locker room, if they ever got confused with one another. But as I was saying them, I was like, wait, they are very different names. They just happen to both start with KK.
Yes, they do. I get where you initially were like, oh, that could be confusing. But yeah, no. Kirill the Thrill Kaprizov does not get mixed up with Capo Kokinen.
Yeah.
No, love Kirill the Thrill and Capo Kokinen. And he's really made a good case for being able to be a solidified starter in the NHL. He does not need I'm always blanking on our starting goalie's name. Cam Talbot. He's a great goalie, but I mean, Capo Kokinen not far behind him as a goalie, and Capo Kokinen being so young as well.
That will definitely help him in his career further down. But if you guys want to be sticking around and watching them, not today, but they're going to be taking the ice on Friday, and they're going to be going up against the Blackhawks, who are 15, 18, and 6 right now. And so it's looking like we should be probably taking the win, but they're going to be playing them at 7:30 on Friday for you guys.
Yeah, should be a really good one. Let's check where our Minnesota Wild are in their standings.
Are they still pretty high up in the rankings? I hadn't checked since they've had a little bit of that fall.
Yeah, they had a little bit of fall. Okay, it looks like in the Western Conference, they are now the number 4 team in the conference. They've played a significantly less games than a lot of these teams. But, I mean, you talk about, like, really close wins. Like, they just lost to the Avalanche, who are actually the number 1 team.
How do you think that would have affected our rankings if we would have beat Avalanche?
If we were able to win against the Avalanche, I mean, it was an overtime loss, so like it doesn't really hurt our standings all that much.
Yeah, but if we took the win, what would it help?
Would have been pretty nice, but I don't think it helps that much with
I just didn't know if we'd jump up to like 3rd or if we'd move at all.
No, because these aren't power rankings. These are these aren't like ranking who's the best team in the NHL, because the record doesn't really show who the best team in the NHL is.
Yeah.
It's all about win percentages and all that kind of stuff for this kind of standings. It's just like who's won more games, who's lost more games kind of thing.
Okay, I see.
And so like they may say the Wild are better than the Predators, but the Predators have won more games than the Wild.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why they're above them. It's all about win-to-loss ratios and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if that win would have affected us in any way.
Yeah, I don't think so, but definitely good for our Wild. They need to get back in that win column. If they can continue going on, we can really move up in these standings. We're only a few wins away from really being in the 2nd place spot.
Oh, yeah, but right now we got Nelly in 1st place with a ton of plays left. We got Curly Jenny in 2nd, Happy O, Grick in 4th, Has a Fit is in 5th. We got a ton of more people, but we're going to be checking out where you guys are at and seeing where everyone's playing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There we are. And let's check you guys out. What is happening? And it looks like the Rolling Hills right behind us is pretty popular.
So is the Swamp.
Yeah, we got Cedar Swamp. I'm glad to see there's only 4 people in the city. The Cornfield, always a good time. Hunting Cabin, I would feel like that's always a good place to hunt. It's literally labeled hunting camp. And so I feel like you could catch some good deer there. Tundra, you had a lot of luck in the Tundra.
I did.
And so definitely a good spot there. I had a lot of luck in the up north woods as well. And so definitely head on over there.
Oh, yeah. But I talked about our top 5, but it looks like people got switched up.
Yeah, in 1st place is now Nelly.
Nelly's been in 1st place.
2nd place, we're going to flip over here in just a second. And here it is. In 1st place, we got
I can't. Is it cut off, or is that just?
We'll see. Let me check real quick.
Dammy.
Yeah. Over at American Legion, Moorhead taking home that is in 1st place. We do have in 2nd place Nelly. 3rd place Curly Jenny. In 4th place we got Meme. In 5th place we got
Has a Fitz.
In 6th place we got Jody RN. 7th place we got I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either. 8th place, we got Grick. And in 9th place, we got OE50.
Nice.
Yeah, so some big-time players playing at some big-time spots. So we'll keep an eye out for you guys moving around in these top 10s for this open season as these games keep on going. But since we're playing open season, which is a hunting game, it might as well talk about something that's somewhat close to hunting, fishing. And so let's go head over to Winnipegish.
Winnipegashish. What are you looking at?
Yeah, I was just making sure that Winnipegashish, Winnipegish. Yeah, okay, so it gets it. Buy Outdoors Weekly, January 14th. Really nice fishing report they just came out with.
Oh, yeah. Big Winnie has been a good destination for anglers wanting a diverse fishery to angle for. Walleyes, northern pike, yellow perch have all been cooperating, and the ice continues to get better for travel. That's definitely helpful.
Yes.
And with the addition of more snow, it is advised for folks to use plowed roads by escort or snowmobile. Offshore structures have been best in the depth of 16 to 24 feet. Humps and bars are about 2 to 3 miles out and have been offering perch during the day and walleye in early and later in the day. A northern buckshot rifle spoon or buckshot raffle spoon with a minnow head, many times just a plain hook can work as well. I actually looked it up. It's just like a double-ended hook on a little bait or one of those fish things that my dad made.
A buckshot or a rattle spoon? Well, I mean, I guess all these fishing things are very much like...
They're all just lure types.
It's just very specified lures.
Yeah.
And so it sounds more confusing.
We just use the word put a lure on the hook. We don't typically use the technical terms of each of the different brands and types that you use. And so I guess when you're really into fishing, that's something that you do have to pay attention to, and some work better than others. I know my dad just makes his own, but if you use that buckshot rattle spoon with a minnow head, that seems to be working a lot. You can also just use a plain hook with a chub or shiner in a nearby hole. That can also be the ticket. You can drill several holes and hop with electronics until you find an active fish. Some of those locations to check are the humps off the North Shore, the outside tip of the Ravens Point and Stony Point, Benga Bar, Sugar Bar, and the break on this river channel off Tamarack Flats.
Yeah, definitely some great fishing happening over there.
This was so much easier to read than the fishing report the other day.
Oh, yeah, no, this one was a nice one.
This is beautifully written. The grammar, it's almost completely correct.
Yeah, definitely.
Almost.
Love good fishing report over at Winnipegish. And just a great name as well. I mean,
so fun.
I would love to like live by that, so then you could just regular say Winnipegish.
You know what that reminds me of?
Do you think they call it Winnie a lot?
Yeah, they call it Big Winnie. It's the first word in the fishing report.
They do call it Big Winnie. Yeah.
You want to know what it reminds me of?
What?
There once was a man named Michael Finnegan, had some whiskers on his chin again. The wind blew him off and made him Finnegan. Poor old Michael Finnegan. I don't know why, but Winnipegish reminds me of that.
That's funny.
Tongue twister.
That is something I've never heard before, actually.
You've never heard that?
No,
it's in Cheaper by the Dozen.
I didn't watch Cheaper by the Dozen. You gotta realize.
Whiskers on his chin again. The wind blew him off and made him Finnegan. Poor old Michael Finnegan. Begin again.
Yeah, see, I loved that Cheaper by the Dozen.
But yours was Ours, Mine, and Ours.
Ours, Mine, and Ours. That was my version of it.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I don't know if you guys are a Yours, Mine, and Ours or if you're a Cheaper by the Dozen group, but did you know they're like two of the same movies made that were like Dennis Quaid and Steve Martin, two of the greatest male actors ever?
Now they just need one with Nicolas Cage.
No.
Imagine how funny that would be, though.
No.
It would be really funny.
That wouldn't be my cup of tea.
Keep the long hair and beard. I mean, that would be hilarious. Imagine the kind of crew they could pull together to be his kids.
Who do you think his kids are gonna look like?
Oh, it'd be awesome. Like the Naked Brother Band.
Do you? You just wanted to throw that one in there?
Yeah, I feel like they're a good pick. I mean, they got the dark curly hair that. I mean, he's got like now like the curlier hair long as he's gotten longer. It's darker hair.
Okay, the kid in Jumanji could play his son.
Yeah,
if he lightens his hair up a little bit.
I mean, right now he's got dark hair.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage is rocking dark hair.
Really?
Yeah, in the new Pig movie, he was rocking dark hair.
Okay.
I thought we just watched the trailer for it recently.
the trailer's like completely dark most of the time.
Well, his hair's dark in that.
Yeah, he just checks out all of Nicolas Cage's features. I must have missed it.
I love Nicolas Cage. What I also love is player picks. And so make sure you guys send in those player picks, either with your best friend, with your
Nicolas Cage,
with your favorite bartender, you winning a giant jackpot. That's probably my favorite way, is when you're holding one of those giant jackpot messages. But you can add in all the specialties with that as well. A jackpot message with your friend, favorite bartender.
Nicolas Cage.
Dennis Quaid.
Oh, if you're with Dennis Quaid, you better send it. No, if you're with Steve Martin and you don't send in a player picture, I'm coming to Minnesota.
No, leave Steve Martin alone. I don't want a picture. Let that guy enjoy the bar.
He's so nice.
I know, exactly. I want him to enjoy himself. I would, if I ever saw Steve Martin, I would.
Would you not let me approach him? Because I would resent you forever.
No, I'm not saying that I would. I'm not saying with you, because you can do. You're your own person. You can do whatever you want.
I'm not passing up a chance to at least say hello
if I see Steve Martin or like any of those like really nice celebrities that I feel like don't that just mind their own business, want to live their everyday life, and they don't really want to be a celebrity outside of their love for acting. I just want to give them maybe nice head nod, maybe I love your work, and move on.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand that a lot, especially now that celebrities, I mean, they always have been, but they're getting caught more and more, just like how just how they don't like the being overly approached in public.
I mean, paparazzi and all that already take
horrible.
like such.
They ruined it for everyone.
Exactly. So like, I mean, I like to give. I would like to give as many celebrities their privacy as I could.
Yeah, but there are some celebrities who are mean about it.
Yeah, exactly. And so I don't know. There like if I saw like some like I don't know, because if I saw like Travis Scott in a mall somewhere,
I'd walk the other way.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I guess he's in some. Yeah, that's a bad example.
I was gonna say I don't.
Okay. If I saw Kanye in a mall somewhere, I would probably just take a picture with Kanye. Like I would take a picture because it's Kanye and he's iconic. It'd be like the same with like if I saw Dr. Dre. Like I don't listen to Dr. Dre at all, but Dr. Dre is iconic, and so I'm gonna take a picture with him.
You know who's someone who I would not probably approach in person?
Who?
Tyler, the Creator. He seems like his humor would hurt my feelings.
I would so go up to him.
I feel like he would hurt my feelings.
I feel like he doesn't act like that to just like everybody, though. I feel like he's just not.
He made an entire song about a middle schooler coming up for a picture and him saying no, that he's a loser.
Yeah.
A middle schooler.
Is it real?
Yeah.
Like, was it a real story?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's a real story? Or if he just made up a story about a middle schooler that came up to him? And he said no.
Well, there was a middle schooler who made a video up. He wasn't a middle schooler anymore, but he was like, one of my biggest flexes is that Tyler, the Creator, made a diss track on me. And then he went on to explain the story, and then he showed the verse where he talks about the little annoying middle schooler that came up to him and his group of friends, and he was just like, no, get out of my face, like in the verse.
Okay, really so it's just one verse. It's not a song about him.
I don't know. I haven't listened to the whole song.
Okay. Yeah, I don't listen to Tyler Creator enough, so that's why I'm asking so many questions. But we got some great, not Vikings news, just football news, as we are in the playoffs. And we actually made our own little brackets.
Yeah.
And so we've been having a little bit of fun talking about our selections for the brackets. I went over our picks with me and Will. But Saturday, we have the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans at 2:30.
That's right.
Who do you have winning?
I don't remember.
You have the Tennessee Titans winning.
Do I?
Remember. Yeah. You didn't even have the Cincinnati Bengals winning the game that they were in.
That's why I couldn't put them on further in the brackets, because I had them going out first round.
Yeah, you had
because I thought that they were going to be going up against.
Yeah, it was our brackets were all messed up, and so we don't need to remember our messed up brackets and tell them about how we messed up our brackets. You can just tell them about our now picks that we have.
Well, I was just working it through in my head, the process of what had happened, because I don't know this. I don't know this stuff that well.
Yeah,
I was just thrown into putting random teams in brackets,
and
I'm hoping for the best.
You already picked though.
I know.
Literally last night, we picked out the winners of these games.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember. Okay, keep going.
We got the San Francisco. Oh,
You picked the Bengals to win, didn't you?
No, I picked the Tennessee Titans to win. I picked the same as
okay.
you. Yeah, no, we went the same way. Tennessee Titans. They're
There's
just
a
more.
lot we went differently on the bracket, so I just can't remember.
Yeah, we definitely went. I chose Cincinnati Bengals to win. And you went with Raiders.
Oh, it was the Raiders.
I was wrong on the 49ers Cowboys pick that you were right on.
I
said
picked
I said
49ers.
Cowboys were going to win. You said 49ers were going to win. We both said that they were going to lose to the Green Bay Packers though.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
And so we're saying Green Bay Packers NFC Championship. Gross to say in my mouth though.
I know.
Sunday should be a lot of really fun games, and these are the more toss-em-up games that I'm not really that confident about.
Yeah.
And that is the number 4 team, Los Angeles Rams.
This is the one I most like.
Versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
This is the one I really don't know.
This is your risky pick that you chose? Who'd you end up picking?
I picked the Rams to win, but I really don't know.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
It's really a toss-em game between those two teams. The Rams, one of the best defenses in the NFL. The key to stopping Tom Brady is getting pressure in his face without blitzing anybody, and they have the best pass rush to be able to get into his face without blitzing anybody, with Aaron Donald being the best defensive lineman of our generation. And so I think it's definitely going to make it tough for Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I picked Tampa Bay to win just because of the experience. I always like to go look at who do I like more at my quarterback spot, who has a stronger defense, and I just think that as a whole, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are just a little bit more of a complete team.
All right, well, I don't have that background knowledge, so I picked the Rams to win.
Oh, I mean, I can totally talk the Rams into
Well, yeah, no, but I just don't have that background knowledge, so I just picked one.
Exactly, and you picked a reasonable one. You didn't go with
No, when I read you off the ones that I wanted to pick, you were like, okay, yeah, this could definitely happen. I mean, I've gotten 2 of them wrong so far in my bracket, but.
Oh yeah, no, you did not do a bad job. And plus, probably this NFL bracket has been the most toss 'em up brackets.
Yeah,
where,
you said there could be a lot of upset games.
Separation between the best team in the NFL right now and the number 8 seed in the NFL is the talent gap is not very large, and so I feel like anybody can win anytime. The only games that I was pretty confident one was the Steelers and the Eagles game that I was like, oh, they're gonna lose first round. But the rest of them, they've really been toss-em-up games. Our second game of Sunday is Buffalo versus Kansas City. This is one where we differed, actually.
Yeah, I picked the Chiefs to win, but I also had the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you have the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. I mean, easy pick. I mean, the number 2 seed have been to the Super Bowl the last 3 years. I mean, I think you're pretty safe with that Kansas City pick. I feel like I'm going with a little bit more of the risky pick because I'm going with the team that hasn't went deep in the playoffs. They lost to this team. They lost to the Kansas City Chiefs last year in the playoffs. And they pretty much just brought back the same exact team to face them again. And so it's what's going to happen. But I mean, I just remember, and this is what really drove me to pick the Bills was Stephon Diggs post the game of the Bills, Kansas City. The entire Bills team had went into the locker room, and you just see Stephon Diggs. He's standing with his hands on his hips in the corner of the end zone, watching the Kansas City Chiefs celebrate that they're moving on in the playoffs, and just you could see the confetti of red and gold falling down on him, and you can just tell like he was watching it with motivation in his eyes, with
he's like, I'm gonna be
he
here.
was fueling at that moment, and I just feel like those Bills, they really want to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and so I feel like they're going to come out and beat them at 4:30 on this Sunday.
Oh, yeah, so definitely come out and watch that. We don't have our Vikings game days anymore, so we got to get that football fixed somewhere else, especially as we're getting closer to the Super Bowl. And that's going to be happening, Valentine's weekend?
Yeah, the 13th. February 13th is the Super Bowl.
All right. But we've also teamed up with our Vikings, even though they're not going on to play. So if you guys want to showcase some support for our Vikings, still go play some Vikings Victory today. It's a ton of fun. It's one of our E-Tab games, and you guys can win huge prizes if you play that Skull Bingo bonus.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a really nice, I just realized that, most of the time people get off work, off school, off whatever it is, the day after the Super Bowl. Like, that it's just a thing because the Super Bowl is really, really late at night, and they just don't want to have them come in early and stuff like that. But it's going to be Valentine's Day. And so, like, they're going to be able to give them out Valentine's Day and the day after Super Bowl and be able to give somebody a nice Valentine's Day treat.
Aw.
Yeah, so it should be fun. I just realized that. So definitely some good stuff here. We do only have a little bit left in these games. Yeah, 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this game right here. So make sure you guys are filling out the rest of your points, especially if you're outside this top 10 and you want to be able to make your way into here. Make sure you don't leave any of these plays on the board.
Yeah, we've got ALR in first place with no plays left. Pretty much everyone in our top 10 is out of plays other than Dubber in 8th place, who still has maybe like, is that like two plays, 3 plays?
Yeah, definitely has a little bit of plays. I don't know how many. I can never tell with the ending amount of plays.
Well, we got LOL in second, but ALR has quite a big lead on the rest of them. I don't know, in third.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like people are going to be able to catch
Dubber
up to ALR, as
Yeah.
most players that are done with their plays are only at the, like, 25,000 point mark.
Yeah, and he has over double that.
Yeah, some really good, definitely a lot of PGL points hitting his account right now. Speaking of points, we got also the Jackpot Hunter standings that players are accumulating points for all the time, and they're a lot of fun. People have been competing for them all season long last season, where we had a huge shakeup at the end of the season where Bobo was able to come out of nowhere and take over that first place spot. Maybe this season happens very similar. Bobo is in this top 10, and maybe he'll be able to repeat once again, but let's just hop right into it.
All right, well, in 9th, coming in from outside the standings, tying it up with this absolutely crazy tie in 9th, we had Kimmy at Niswa Legion tying it up with Tanker at Shady's Railside, Bam Bam at Stewartville Legion Post, Patriot 22, as well as Win Please at Duff's Tavern on Main.
And it's official, ALR over at Darge Pub in Goodhue, taking home that $50 Musco prize. Good to see ALR getting the big win.
Oh, yes, but starting back up in 7th place, it was Keith at Billy's Rockford with 10,000 points, tied up with Big Mike at the Beach Club Bar and Grill. 6th place, it's Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 16,000. Now in 4th place, jumping into a tie, it was Godness over at Mainline Bar and Grill, tying it up with Matt at Shajank Boom Lounge, both in 4th, both with 18,000 points. Now into the 25,000 point club, the winner of last season, getting pushed back to 3rd, Bobo at Corner Bar Goodhue with 26,000. But in 2nd, getting also pushed back, is Not Lucky at Corner Bar Goodhue with 27,000. And then the person who did the push and jumping up from 3rd into 1st place, it was Kev at the Deer Standa, now with 28,000 points.
Yeah, but all those players in the top 3 that are all in the 25,000 point club, 1,000 points separating each one of them. And so anybody's game when you talk about that top 3, you could see tomorrow, you could easily see Bobo in 1st place, Not Lucky in 3rd, Kevin 2nd, or any of the shakeups that you could imagine.
Oh, yeah, it can get shaken up as quickly as it started, and that's why we have just constant crazy ties happening at the bottom of the standings.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's surprising that none of our top players are tied either.
I know. It's really surprising. I mean, we have a tie in 4th place right now between Godness and Matt.
But there's still like a 8,000 point gap between them and the 3rd place player, and then there's only 1,000 points separating them and then the players behind them, really, and then they're just in like a group of their own in that top 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you would have looked at our standings this time last week, we had Not Lucky already in the 25,000 point club, and the closest player was at 9,000 points.
Yeah, so some players have been really doing some work to catch up here. We do have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to get enrolled in this game of Top Dog.
Oh, is it time for the high-low game?
Yes, it is Top Dog, that high-low game. It should be a lot of fun. The best players in the state win some money. The worst players in the state win some money. And so make sure you guys are trying this one out. It's just a lot of fun and a lot of cash goes out.
Oh, yeah.
But let's talk about the location standings for Jackpot Hunter. In 10th place, we got Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 18,000 points. With 19,000 points in 9th place, we got the Sunshine Depot in Elk River. With 20,000 points in 7th place, we got the Deer Stand in Deerwood. 7th place, it's Country Lounge in St. Paul with 20,000 points. With 22,000 points in 6th place, we got Mainline Bar and Grill in Barnesville. 4th place, we got a two-way tie, both with 25,000 points. It's Shajank Bohm Lounge in Grand Meadow and Concordia Lanes in New Ulm. Do you have a favorite to break out of that tie?
Shajank Boom Lounge.
Oh, I'm going to go with Concordia Lanes just to be different. 3rd place, we got Duff's Tavern on Main in Vermilion with 28,000 points. But now we get a big jump up because the number 2 location has 40,000 points. Yeah, 12,000 point lead on the next location. It's Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton. But then the number 1 location has an even bigger lead with a, 25,000 point lead. It's Corner Bar in Goodhue with 65,000 points.
I mean, I'm not surprised. It's home of the 2 biggest players. I mean, they were the 2 biggest players before Cav took it away, but Bobo and Not Lucky both play there, so that is where they're getting the majority of those points.
Yeah, definitely helping them out, move up these standings, and making it tough for anybody to catch up. But you have the top 10 for open season.
That's right. Starting off in 10th, it was Nelly at Brian's Bar and Grill, taking home $20. In 9th place, we had G Money 12 at the Brickyard Bar and Grill, taking home $22. Taking home $23. Coming in 8th, it was Dubber at Reggie's Brew House. In 7th, we had RSR at VFW Blaine, taking home $25. 6th place goes out to Jody RN at Cabin Bar, taking home $26. Taking home 28, it's Meme over at Roadside Bar and Grill Borup, placing 5th. Coming in 4th, we had Dammy over at American Legion Moorhead, taking home $31. And then in 3rd, we had I Don't Know at Corner Bar and Grill in Winstead, taking home $37. LOL at McGillicuddy's, taking home $40, coming in 2nd. And then, as we know, our number 1 player of that open season game was ALR at Dar's Pub, taking home $50.
Yeah, super impressive stuff. Good job, ALR, getting that first place prize, and good job to the rest of those winners in that game of open season. We are about to get going in this game of Top Dog, which, like I've said, it is a high-low game where a lot of players can win some good money, and it's always just a lot of fun. And but as we're getting enrolled, let's talk about our celebrity birthdays. And since we're talking about some past people, let's go back in time. And we're going back in time in the great E-Tab game, Roaring 20s, which is going to be hitting your guys' E-Tabs, your iPads tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it is a lot of fun. You get to try out 2020 as well as go back in time and go to 1920s. So you get both of the Roaring 20s and a little bit of cash in your pockets. But now that we're back in the 1920s, let's go back even further for our first celebrity birthday.
Yeah, 1736, guy that we would be playing this without him. James Watt, Scottish inventor, mechanical engineer, and chemist. He did the steam engine, but he also is the man why we call electric measurements watts.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's why they're measured in watts.
Yes, exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah, and so he's the reason we have watts. He's the reason we have a steam engine. I mean, steam engines were, one of the greatest inventions to ever come into the world. I mean, it revolutionized travel, revolutionized workplaces, revolutionized so many different things.
Yeah, I mean, he made the photocopier as well.
Wow, that's super cool.
Yeah, he just really contributed to the Industrial Revolution. Just a lot of his work really, really took us to the next level.
Wow. So, happy birthday, James Watt, a guy that has really shaped the future.
Yeah, he even patented the gear that helps make steam locomotives run.
Wow.
That is incredible.
What an impressive man. Happy birthday, James Watt. I always am so impressed with inventors like that can just come up with things that you would never think of at the time. I don't know how they come up with it. And so it really, really impressive stuff.
Yeah, I don't know either, to be honest. I give them so much credit, especially at the time. It's a lot. I don't want to say it was easier, but they didn't have anything. So it was a lot more prevalent of discovering new things. Whereas today, so many things around us have been discovered. So you really have to dig to find those innovations and ways to make things more easy.
I completely disagree. I think today is way easier for innovation than it's ever been.
Well, for innovation, yes, but for invention, no.
It matters on what you describe as an invention. If you say that it's not an invention to build off of somebody else's invention,
that's an innovation. That's taking preconceived knowledge and materials that have already been discovered and patented and creating something new with it. And so I think that because of those people before them who hadn't made those things, the things that we make today wouldn't be possible.
So like the people who like
All
made
of our
the gears that like went into a steam locomotive, the steam locomotive was an innovation of those gears that were created.
I don't know how that. I don't know.
Because like a lot of stuff in like that we can do today is bringing together a bunch of different pieces of
Well, that's what I was saying. Was
technology.
like a lot of today's inventions, okay, are built upon other ones prior, and so a lot of the inventions that people are finding today have a lot of general basis that had already been discovered previously by discoverers, inventors, researchers.
Yeah, because it's not the base. Because we already we discovered the base knowledge already.
Yeah, so they have to find new ways to find those innovations and new ways to make things easier, create faster processes, and find softwares that work better. Whereas before, it was like, let's create the internet. Let's create bigger, broader things. Whereas now we can fine-tune each individual thing, you know?
Yeah,
Am I making sense?
But I mean, like, streaming has been invented over just the last like decade, which is a huge invention.
Yeah.
And
I'm not saying there's no inventions
like,
at all.
I think there's a lot of inventions that like online
well, yeah,
shopping.
today gets. I mean, every single day inventions get made and brought to Shark Tank, and people create new things every single day. I completely agree.
Yeah, and I think today is like right now is probably the best time for inventors.
I think I would disagree because
Access to information?
Yes, but getting your invention off the ground and running is super hard. Like, you need a lot of money nowadays to make that happen.
I mean, but I mean, you can't compare it to the 1700s trying to get materials.
No, we're going on a tangent now. This is so far from our original discussion, okay? So you can't apply this back to the original topic.
You're comparing them.
We are broadening the statement.
You were comparing them. That's what we're doing. We're comparing them.
Okay.
And I'm just saying that that right now you could still find so many inventions. I don't know. We're just going to disagree about it.
I wasn't saying that you can't find inventions and that inventions don't happen on the day-to-day basis in our modern times.
And I think today is it's the most easiest access that you have to any kind of material, any kind of information. You can there's so many new venues that have been not just physical inventions but online inventions, talking about virtual code, talking about other things like that.
Well, we could go on forever about this, but we have a super long list of celebrity birthdays.
Oh, yes. And I just want to say that there are a lot of inventions that have come out right now. And can you admit that it is so much more easier access nowadays?
Have I not been agreeing with those statements?
But you're saying it's easier to invent back then.
I'm allowed. I don't know. I
don't know
what my opinion is at this.
I haven't heard a point that... Okay, I'm now arguing with you, so I don't want to argue on it.
All right, well, born in 1809 is Edgar Allan Poe, an American writer, poet, and critic, known for the Pitt Medallion, and was considered the inventor of the detective fiction genre for his murders in Row Morgue. I didn't know that.
Yeah, super impressive.
Yeah,
we were talking about inventors coming up with something just completely on the spot. Edgar Allan Poe, creating an entire genre completely on the spot.
Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe's work in general was just so macabre and stuff. Like, I don't know. It took a very specific mind to create the work that he did.
Yes. Yeah, he is a genius in his own right, and has created so many works that have inspired many authors past his time. Born in 1848, we got Matthew Webb, an English long-distance swimmer who swam unassisted across the English Channel.
Very cool. Didn't you guys look that up earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. The English Channel is the body of water that separates England and France, and it's 33 kilometers long. Do you know how long that is? 20.5 miles.
Yeah, huge, absolutely massive, and so super impressive. I can't believe that they were able to do that. I wonder how long he swam, though. That would be the question, because if you're going unassisted across something that long, you have to go off track. You can't be going in a straight line.
They have a graph of the path that he took, and it does a lot of weeble wobble, you know?
Yeah, so that's what I'm interested. How far did Matthew Webb swim across Yeah, look that up as I go over the next celebrity birthday. Born in 1939, we got Phil Everly, an American rock and roll singer guitarist, and the Everly Brothers sang "Bye Bye Love," "Wake Up Little Susie," and "When Will I Be Loved."
All right. Well, Matthew Webb ended up swimming 39 miles that consisted of 21 hours and 45 minutes.
39 miles.
That's almost a full 24 hours he spent in that water.
Wow. Talk about being pruned.
That is commitment. Oh my goodness.
like that. Like I don't even want to imagine. Like
Well,
what
he
would.
probably had protective.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's freezing in the
yeah.
English Channel. So,
I couldn't imagine. I don't know what really. I mean, it's an amazing accomplishment. It's an incredible feat. But like, who says, you know what? I want to do that.
Someone who wants to get remembered forever.
That's true, and he will be. So happy birthday. We're sitting here over here in Michigan in 2022 saying happy birthday to Matthew Webb, who was born in 1848.
Yeah.
So congratulations. You have made a legacy for yourself.
Oh, yeah. We did talk about Philip Everly, one of the Everly brothers, being, great rock and roll singer and guitarist.
Oh, yes. But next up, another great rocker. Born in 1943, it's Janis Joplin, American rocker and blues singer-songwriter.
Yeah, she's done so many great works. And
yeah, she's known for so many of her works, like Me and Bobby McGee, maybe Piece of My Heart, Cry Baby, Little Girl Blue. Just so many.
yeah, I mean, you could just keep on going down the list. I can just go down to like the 17th one, and you're like, I Need a Man to Love. And you're like, oh, yeah, know that song as well. So really good stuff. We do have a first place winner on this game.
Oh, yeah, Hassa Fitz over at Granada Bar 2, taking home $65.
Yeah, good job, Hassa Fritz. And we'll get the rest of that top 10 to you guys in just a moment. We will go on a quick break, and we'll be back right as you guys get enrolled into this next game of Vikings victory.
Up, you guys, and if you know about those brand new rules of Jackpot Hunter, we've been giving out jackpots like crazy, and that means that all of you guys have been getting awesome points for the Jackpot Hunter standings.
Oh yeah, in 8th place. Yeah, we start off in 8th place because it starts off with a 3-way tie. It's Bam Bam at Stewartville Legion Post, Patriot 22 at the Muddy Cow Coon Rapids, and Win Please at Duff's Tavern on Main, all with 9,000 points in that 8th place spot. In 7th place, we got none other than Big Mike over at the Beach Club Bar and Grill with 10,000 points. With 12,000 points in 6th place, we got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. In 5th place, it's Godness over at Mainline Bar and Grill with 15,000 points. Godness got a great jackpot over the weekend.
That's right.
4th place, it's Matt over at Shajank Boom Lounge with 17,000 points. With 18,000 points in 3rd place, we got Kev over at the Deer Stand. 2nd place, it's Bobo at Corner Bar Goodhue with 26,000 points. And then the number 1 player heading into the 3rd week of season 11 is Not Lucky at Corner Bar Goodhue with 27,000 points.
Oh yeah, I love to see it. But on the location side of things, ties have been absolutely crazy. Starting off in 9th, it's the Deer Stand over in Deerwood and the Beach Club Bar and Grill in Lakeland, both tied up in 9th with 16,000 points. In 7th place, we got the Mainline Bar and Grill in Barnesville and Sunshine Depot in Elk River, both tied up with 19,000. 6th place right now is Country Lounge in St. Paul with 20,000. 5th place, it's Concordia Lanes in New Ulm with 22,000. 4th place, jumping from unranked, it's the Jank Boom Lounge in Grand Meadow with 24,000. 3rd place, it's Duff's Tavern on Main in Vermilion with 28,000. 2nd place right now is Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton with 40,000. And then our number 1 location right now in the Jackpot Hunter standings is Corner Bar and Goodhue with 65,000.
Oh yeah, well, 4 to 6. Jackpot Hunter $1 edition. Don't miss out on it. Huge jackpots going out all the time.
53 balls.
Hey guys, and we do this all for one specific purpose, and that's because every time you guys play Pilot Games, play one of the E-tabs, you guys are giving a little bit of money to a charity that helps out your community. So we like to highlight a specific charity every single week, and last week's charity spotlight was Merrick Inc.
Oh yeah, and they do some amazing work, and they've proudly provided life enrichment activities and meaningful work to adults with intellectual or developmental disabilities in the northeastern Twin Cities since 1964. They are wayfinders connecting clients to businesses and our local communities.
Oh yeah, and the best thing is, some top pilot locations support this charity, like Roddy's Bar in Oakdale and Bleachers in Maplewood, so definitely go out and play there. And like we always say, remember, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins. Hey guys, and we are now in this game of Vikings victory. We have some great prizes available in this one. It's a $1,808 prize for that large jackpot, a $250 small jackpot. So should be some really good prizes here as we are going in this game. We do only have 10 minutes in this game, so it's a quicker one out of all of them. So we got to hop right back into these celebrity birthdays. We were talking about
the next one.
Yes, you can take the next one.
The next one is a personal favorite to me. And plus, the one after her is a football player. So, I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, she's a personal favorite of mine as well.
All right. Well, I trump you. So, born in 1946, it was Dolly Parton, an American country music singer, songwriter known for Jolene, I Will Always Love You, and 9 to 5.
Oh, yeah. You don't know how many times I've just sang Jolene in the shower.
Oh, my gosh. It's such a good song.
Oh, so good. So good. So beautifully sang, too.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I feel like even if you don't have a voice, if you sang Jolene, just the tune of it itself carries it.
Oh, yeah. But, like, no one could redo it and make it Dolly Parton's. Because Dolly Parton has that rasp and that certain twang to her voice. That's
she's got the twang that literally no one else can replicate. Dolly Parton's voice.
Good.
But we do have the winners from that high-low top dog game that I forgot to mention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got that big loser, aka last place. I'm sorry, Chicken Man, you're coming in first now.
Yeah, and he got one of the biggest amounts of cash, $65 going into his pocket for being in last place on that high-low game. So good job, Chicken Man. And now he's looking to get in first place in this one.
Nicely done. That's how I like to call a comeback. But in 10th place, it was G Money over at Brickyard Bar and Grill, taking home $13. Taking home another $13 was Johnny 5 at Sloppy Joe's. High Pocket over at Roadside Bar and Grill Borup took home $13 as well. Now our 6th and 7th place players, Abe 9969 over at Mama G's, and 7th place player at JR's Junction both took home $19. Ski coming in 5th place over at Charlie's Fire Station Bar, taking home another $19. Shane at Neighborhoods Tavern took home $19 as well, as they came in 4th place. 3rd place went to Jackie over at Patrick's on 3rd, taking home $32. TYDDC over at Bolus Liquors took home $32 as well, as they came in second. And then our number one player, Hassa Fitz over at Granada Bar, took home $65.
Good job to all those players in that game of open season.
Ooh, Chicken Man got pushed back. Nelly's
Not
got a
open
lot
season.
of plays.
Top Dog. Good job, all those winners in Top Dog. And, yeah, look at Nelly getting into that first place spot with significantly more plays than pretty much everyone else in the top 10. And so we'll see if they can hold on to that for the rest of this time, because they got a lot of points as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to talk about that next up birthday?
Yeah, born in 1969, we got Junior Seau, American football Football Hall of Fame linebacker, 12-time Pro Bowler, 6-time first-team All-Pro, NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 1992, as well as played for the San Diego Chargers for most of his career. A really impressive player that I actually own his rookie card, and I think he has a really, really good story that definitely people should check out. He, I mean, I think it's sad, but yeah. So I mean, passed away really, really young, and
He did?
yes, and definitely one that just really tragic how it ended up. But we got a last and final celebrity birthday, born in 1992. Mac Miller, also known as Malcolm McCormick. American rapper and music producer, has done a lot of different musics and is a lot of people's favorite rappers.
Yeah, he was definitely my favorite artist for a good chunk of time.
Yeah, super, super good stuff. We still got Nelly in first place, Big Dog's in second place.
Yeah, we got Jody RN in third with quite a bit of plays left as well.
Yeah, Big Dog was able to get into the top 10 just yesterday.
Oh, yeah, came out to play on that MegaSota game night and got into our top 10 of PGL, which is awesome.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk about our Timberwolves, as there was a really fun, emotional night that happened last night. As Towns converted on a go-ahead three-point play with 29 seconds left, and the Timberwolves edged out the Knicks 112 to 110. Towns, who had grown up nearby New Jersey, looked towards the roof on his first trip to the free throw line as a way to remember his mother, who had passed during COVID-19. That was always her favorite game. That game where he came back to home to play that home team over at MSG was always his favorite, and so it was a big game for him. And for his last trip to the line to end up winning the game was just absolutely huge. He told he was quoted in saying, "I told my dad everyone's going to get a chance to have their Madison Square Garden moment, and I felt like that was for me tonight. That was the biggest moment that I've had in MSG. Great crowd, great atmosphere, great energy. I got to silence everybody, and that makes it even better."
Oh my gosh, could you imagine just like a crowd going wild in Madison Square Garden, and then you just literally go like, and it just quiets.
Oh yeah, I mean, like,
Just
you make
thousands.
the game winning free throw, and then everybody just quiets.
That is like a movie moment.
Oh yeah, definitely some really good stuff, and so love that Karl-Anthony Towns was able to have that and be able to respect his mother during that time as well. Anthony Edwards had a nice game of 21 points. Towns ended the game with 20 points for the Wolves, who won for the 6th time in 8 games to level their record to 22-22. D'Angelo Russell added in 17 points in that game as well. But we have a game going on right now, actually.
Yeah, they're going up against, who was that?
The Hawks.
The Hawks.
Two really good young squads that they have, and it looks like we're in the 4th quarter, and we are down right now, 98 to 116. Looks like D'Angelo Russell's having a nice game of 22 points. Anthony Edwards has 20 points, but we can't stop Trae Young, who's been able to put up 30 points, but not just his 30 points has been killing us, but his 13 assists, distributing the ball all over the place, having, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players scoring in double digits outside of just Trae Young.
That is insane.
Yeah, so really, really impressive stuff for the Hawks, and we'll see if we can make the comeback. With still 9 minutes left, we could do it, but it's going to be a little bit of a long shot.
Yeah.
18 points to make up in 9 minutes. It's doable.
It's not impossible.
Being very impressive if they do it. And so we're not looking at the game again. I'm done with it because I need a comeback to happen. And so definitely support our Timberwolves by watching them while they're on your TV right now.
But if you guys are coming out to play each and every day during that 12-to-1 span for that Viking bingo, that's how you guys are earning those points towards the Twiking zone. And that's what we've combined from the Vikings and the Twins. And so that's how you get the Twiking zone. And you definitely want to be a part of it.
Yeah, in 10th place, we got Fat Cutta over at Route 65 Pub and Grub with 19,000 points. With 20,000 points, we got SNS over at American Legion Fridley in 9th place. 8th place, it's Dago 11 over at Polar Lounge with 21,000 points. With 24,000 points in 7th place, we got Yo-Yo over at Duff's Tavern on Main. 6th place, we got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon with 27,000 points. With 31,000 points in 5th place, we got Sin Bob over at Corky's Bar South Haven. In 4th place, we got Rodway over at Broadway Pizza Blaine with 32,000 points. With 33,000 points in 3rd place, we got Brizo over at the Atomic Star Tavern, moving up from 4th place into that 3rd place, passing up Rodway. In 2nd place, staying put in 2nd place, it's Steve over to our place in 3rd with 34,000 points. And now, with a little bit of a lead, we got Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine with 45,000 points. But I'm definitely watching the race between these players from 5th all the way to 2nd place.
Yeah, they are all pretty neck and neck with only about 1,000 points separating each of them. And so we definitely got to see who's going to be coming out to win, because I know all of these players are typically out at lunchtime.
Yeah, we have Nelly over at Brian's Bar and Grill in Stillwater taking home that 1st place prize in Vikings victory. We are now going to be getting enrolled into our final game of Jackpot Jungle, so make sure you guys
keep going. Yeah.
Get enrolled, press play, and get into the Jackpot Jungle 25-cent edition game. It's a lot of fun. You can win over $8,000 of prizes. But do you have a player you're watching out for out of that 5th through 2nd place?
I don't know. I really don't, because I don't really know who comes out to play. I have to ask what Hot Take Higgins thinks, because this is Twikings. This isn't Jackpot Hunter. Just kidding. I think that Broadway is going to take some wins, and I also think that Simbob's going to take some wins.
Okay, I was about to say you're educated on the Twiking zone.
I was going to say I'm there every day at lunchtime. Who am I kidding? I think that Steve's going to get pushed back. I think Broadway and Simbob are coming up.
Ooh, big time pick after Steve was even able to stay in 2nd place after 1 day of being in 2nd place. And so we'll see if they can do it again. And,
well, Steve usually comes out like 4 days in a row, gets a lot of wins, and then we don't see him for a bit. It's like yo-yo.
And so who was your pick to rise?
I said Simbob and Rodway.
And Rodway? I'm going with Brizo.
Really? He's a good one.
I think Brizo, a top-tier player. He's in 3rd place with that 33,000 points, and I think he's going to be in 2nd place in no time.
I want Scrub Eye just to get to that 100,000-point club so bad.
Scrub Eye?
Yeah, I just want the players there. I like when they start getting into those point clubs. Things really start to get interesting.
And our standings look way prettier when they're in the
clubs. I
know.
You guys don't get to see them, but we highlight them all funky and fun colors, and so it's really fun.
Oh, yeah, but let's talk about the location side of these standings.
All right, well, starting off in 10th, getting pushed back, it was Sunshine Depot and Elk River with 22,000 points. In 9th place, jumping in from outside the standings, big-time location, Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 27,000. 7th place, we have a tie right now with VFW Blaine and Corner Bar Goodhue, both with 31,000 points. 6th place is Broadway Pizza in Blaine with 34,000 points. With 40,000, we have our place on 3rd and Faribault sitting in 5th. In 4th, it's Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 43,000. With 50,000, we have our 3rd place location, Corky's Bar, South Haven. In 2nd, getting pushed back, it's American Legion Fridley with 53,000. And our number 1 location, our first location in the 100,000 point club, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with 109,000 points.
Yeah, good job, VFW Spring Lake Park. They're already in that club. Really dominating. We'll see who can get there. The next closest, you got the 50,000 point club with Corky's Bar South Haven, American Legion Fridley. They're going to need to pick up the pace if they want to catch up to VFW Spring Lake Park.
That is for sure.
But we have a really nice best Minnesota roadside attraction, and this is one of my favorites, the Jolly Green Giant.
Oh, yeah. This morning when Ian was writing the script, he was trying to make me guess on which roadside attraction was going to be today. I listed off like 5, and I was like, I'm just going to keep rambling through this list of 150 different roadside attractions, and I can guarantee you I would not have guessed Jolly Green Giant.
There's only about 15 that we go through, so, but this great Jolly Green Giant in 1920, the Jolly Green Giant was created by an advertising firm, Leo Burnett, to serve as the spokesman for the Green Giant Food Company. In 1978, a massive 55-foot fiberglass statue of the Big Green Giant was erected in Blue Earth to commemorate the link of the east and west sections of the Interstate 90 and honor the local plant. The Green Giant Company took a vital role in the building of the giant statue, making sure he conformed to the ideal mold, especially since the giant had never before been seen from behind. Now tourists can stop by and see the giant in all of his towering glory from the front, side, and behind.
I know. I feel like it's only fitting that the Green Giant Company was there to make sure that their man had been created correctly.
Oh, yeah, especially because you would never design the backside.
No,
and so
he was always a 3D print or a little 2D picture.
Yeah, so especially, so I got no idea what is, does it get an open back look? I mean,
Probably not.
I wish, but definitely, that's an awesome statue. They always got so many fun roadside attractions there in Minnesota.
Yeah, no, my first guess today when he asked was, I guess, the Spam Museum.
Which I think was yesterday's.
Was it? I just missed it?
No, it was 2 days ago. It was actually Mondays.
No, it was not.
Was it not Mondays?
No, because I was on Happy Hour Monday, and I sure did not do that.
We did the Spam Museum one these last few days. So
I just missed it.
Yeah, definitely one of our favorite ones. We did the Ball of Twine on Monday. That's what it was. Ball of Twine was Monday. Spam Museum was yesterday. Today is Jolly Green Giant. Okay, that makes sense. We got 20 seconds to get enrolled in this next one, and we're about to talk about the Jackpot Hunter standings, as that's what you guys play from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock, and we got a lot of the same players here competing in the Jackpot Hunter standings.
Oh, that is right. Did I take the players, or did you?
I get the players this time.
All right.
In 9th place, we got a bunch of people tied. It's Kimmy at Nisoid Legion, Tanker at Shady's Railside, Bam Bam at Stewartville Legion Post, Patriot 22 at Muddy Cow Coon Rapids, Win Please at Duff's Tavern on Main, Keith no, not Keith. Just Win Please at Duff's Tavern on Main.
Yeah, as if the 5 players tied up isn't enough.
Yes, all with 9,000 points. 7th place, Keith is in a tie at Billy's Rockford, but he's tied up with Big Mike at the Beach Club Bar and Grill in 7th place with 10,000 points. 6th place, we got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon with 16,000 points. 4th place, another 2-way tie. It's Godness over at Mainline Bar and Grill, and Matt over at Shajink Boom Lounge. 3rd place, we got Bobo at Corner Bar Goodhue with 26,000 points. With 27,000 points. In 2nd place, we got Not Lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue. And then that number 1 player is Kev over at the Deer Stand with 28,000 points.
That's right. But on the location side of things, starting off in 10th, it's Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 18,000 points. 9th place, it's Sunshine Depot in Elk River with 19,000. In 7th place, we have a tie between the Deer Standa and Country Lounge with 20,000. 6th place, it's Mainline Bar and Grill in Barnesville with 22,000.
Yeah, really good stuff. We got a line prize going out to TYDDC over at Bolus Liquor, taking home that $25 line prize.
Nicely done, but back into these standings, into the 25,000 point club, into a tie. 4th place, it's Shajink Boom Lounge in Grand Meadow and Concordia Lanes in New Ulm, both with 25,000 points. 3rd place, it's Duff's Tavern on Main in Vermilion with 28,000. With 40,000, we have our 2nd place location, Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton. And then our number 1 location right now, Corner Bar in Goodhue with 65,000.
Yeah, definitely some top tier locations going at it. I mean, Corner Bar in Goodhue in that 50,000 point club with 65,000 points.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's going to be able to catch them.
Oh, I think they will.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
We'll see. As Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl is the only one that is in relative shot of being able to catch up to them right now.
Do you think Corner Bar Goodhue is going to clean sweep it and stay in first the entire season?
I don't know. I just
You
know.
just think for the time being.
For the time being, Cordoba and Goodhue got this thing locked down.
Okay,
but
I was going to say.
But I mean, I think that Cordoba and Goodhue has a good shot at holding on to it the whole time. Cordoba and Goodhue's got a top-tier cast that plays there. I mean, they're always winning a lot of jackpots. I'm always seeing Cordoba and Goodhue in all of our games popping up on our list. I mean, I don't think they're a bad bet in any of the lists, like
No.
PGL, Twiking Zone, Jackpot Hunter, any of them for them to be the winners.
Oh, yeah, they came pretty close to coming in first in multiple standings last season.
Did they not end up finishing?
No, I think they did in Titans as well as Jackpot Hunter.
Yeah, they finished in first in the Twiking Zone and first in the Jackpot Hunter standing. So, I mean, yeah, pretty easy to be like, yeah, that's my favorite to pick to win this season. So, we'll see. So, Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl, definitely their first season I've seen them, and they've already been making some waves.
I like it a lot. That seems like a super fun location. I like the name a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about this day in history. This is a really fun this day in history. On January 19th, 1972, 36-year-old Sandy Koufax, the former Los Angeles Dodgers star, becomes the youngest player elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. I can't believe that, 36. 36-year-olds being a Hall of Famer. This is the only thing that made having to retire early a little easier, saying Koufax, who retired at age 30. The biggest honor I've ever been given, not just in baseball, but in my life.
That is an amazing accomplishment. Yeah, I actually don't know the typical age of people who get indicted to the Hall of Fame. Is it just like is it a lot older, like 60 plus?
Yes, it's usually you have to wait your time because usually there's so many players that have been waiting to get into the Hall of Fame because there's so many great players that have played throughout all of the years that Well,
then it makes sense that because she had already been retired for 6 prior years that she had been waiting technically.
Sandy's the guy.
I'm sorry. Well, they retired at 30, and so they had 6 years before they were indicted to the Hall of Fame. And so
Wow, I didn't realize that he had to retire because of severe arthritis in his left arm. Really disappointing. I mean, had to go out at 30 because of that. But I mean, still was able to make it in the Hall of Fame with the short career that he had. Super impressive stuff. We still haven't been able to give out this large M, but since we're talking about baseball, we should talk about our charity spotlight.
Oh, yeah, it's only fitting. And so this week, we want to showcase the Mankato Area Youth Baseball Association. The Mankato Area Youth Baseball Association, also known as MABA, hopes that summer baseball will be a positive experience for all. MABA is responsible for the organization and implementation of the summer youth baseball programs in Mankato and the North Mankato areas.
Yeah, Maba seems like a Wally character.
Eva.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Maba.
That's what it is. It's totally can be just she could be Maba. Like it would not be.
We got some winners in our Vikings victory, and it's looking like someone hit a minor jackpot in there.
All right, let's see it.
All right, well, starting off with that minor jackpot, it went out to Spartacus at the Crunchy side.
Okay.
And they took home $257 on that game. But in ninth, we had Kimmers.
Before you keep on talking about the rest of that top 10, because, I mean, huge minor jackpot going out, I need to talk about the location.
Oh,
that
yes,
you can,
before we get sidetracked.
That you can support the Mankato Youth Baseball Association, and that's Roadhouse 169. It's located right off of Highway 169. It's a great stop to be able to play a little bit of pilot games, and it's a lot of fun as well. Win some big prizes and get some good food over at Roadhouse 169.
Oh, yeah, especially because you're showcasing some support for that Mankato Area Youth Baseball Association, and that is the great way to do so. But congratulations, Spartacus, on the Crunchy side, taking home that minor jackpot. But our top 10 otherwise is starting off in ninth. We had Kimmers over at Mama T's Castle Tap, taking home $10. Another winner taking home 10 was Yan over at Irish's Place, taking 8th. In 7th, we had Big Dog over at Howie's Sports Bar and Grill, taking home $15. 6th place went out to Snucky over at Corner Bar and Grill Winstead, taking home $21. 5th place, it was Big Pimpin' at the Alibi Gilbart, taking home $21 as well. And in 4th, we had Mesh J over at Carboni's Pizzeria in Pub Oak Park Heights, taking home $31. Third place went out to Jody RN at Cabin Bar, taking home $42. Taking home $47 in second came Player at American Legion Moorhead, and our number one player was Nelly at Brian's Bar and Grill, taking home $63.
Yeah, definitely. Really good stuff for all those winners. I mean, super nice for Spartacus and Nelly. I mean, the big winners, first place and winning that minor jackpot. Some huge, huge stuff. We do have to get this large M out pretty quickly.
I can't believe this hasn't gone out.
Yeah, because, I mean, we got a bunch of people one ball away. We'll see if they can take it home, like Wick, Curly, Jenny, and we got it.
Kimmers taking home that prize over at Mama T's Castle Tap. $25 going in your pocket.
Yeah, we do have a few balls to still drop to give out this coverall prize of $8,814. We'll see if we can do it right here as we talk about these PGL standings.
Oh, yeah, coming in from outside the standings into 10th, it was Big Dog at Rustic Saloon with 176,000 points. Another newcomer into 9th was Sloppy at Malone's Bar and Grill with 185,000. 8th place, it was Nixon at VFW Roseville, jumping in from outside the standings as well, now sitting with 187,000 points. In 7th, jumping up from 10th, it's Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 200,000 points. With 203,000 points, another coming in from outside the standings, High Rising Brizo, jumping into 6th. 5th place, it's Kick Your Arizona over at the Beach Club Bar and Grill with 205,000. Keith over in 4th place playing at Billy's Rockford is sitting with 224,000 points. 3rd place is RCD getting pushed back playing over at Pebble Creek Golf Course with 227,000. With 239,000, big time jump from 4th up to 2nd. Wet Santa over at Duff's Bar and Grill. But our number one player has hold on to that number one spot. Bam Bam at Stewartville Legion Post sits with 303,000 points.
Oh yeah, well, Stewartville Legion Post actually starts off our top 10 in 10th place with 488,000 points. 9th place, we got Atomic Star Cavern and Mankato with 540,000 points. With 545,000 points in 8th place, we got Sheps on 6 in Brainerd. 7th place, VFW Northfield with 567,000 points with 615,000 points. In 6th place, we got LJ's in Miltona. 5th place, Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 673,000 points. With 693,000 points in 4th place, we got American Legion Cleveland. 3rd place, Beck's Pub and Becker with 752,000 points. 2nd place, Neeson's Gaylor with 777,000 points. And in 1st place, VFW Austin with 834,000 points.
Beautiful, but we got a winner swag juice over at the Friendly Buffalo, taking home $38 on that Musco. That means this jackpot jungle coverall is clicking over till next week, so make sure you guys are coming out next Wednesday for another Wild Wednesday.
Oh yeah, and remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
See ya.